tires and light the fires. Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. This is the Danger Zone. Thank you for tuning in live tonight, whether you are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are live here as Phantom Zero walks onto the ramp. We saw this masked individual debut just 2 weeks ago. A very, very unknown wrestler here in XFW. We do not have a lot of information about him whatsoever, other than he put on a solid performance last week. We are desperately trying to find more information about Phantom Zero. Did have some interesting in-ring offense last week when he was here. Other than that, folks, we have very little information on this newcomer here to XFW. However, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent tonight, we know ins and outs about, ladies and gentlemen, Easy Money. Former XFW United States World Heavyweight Champion, and the owner of the one-time $1 billion championship is Easy Money, aka the merchandiser here in XFW, the man that puts his face on everything he can get. T-shirts, wristbands, headbands, you name it. Hell, there was a time when Easy Money would sell real estate on his t-shirts of XFW fans that donated during our stream. And you can choose to donate to XFW through our Streamlabs account, or directly on Facebook by donating stars on Twitch, or picking up merchandise on Bloodsword6.com. However you choose to support XFW, thank you guys for being here tonight. Easy Money stretching it out in the ring, ready to go. The merchandiser himself. However, as we said, Phantom Zero, very interesting here. Easy Money charging in, not wasting any time, laying out Phantom Zero. He's already down. Maria right there with the shoulder count. Easy Money not one to be shown up by a newcomer here, going quick to work here on Phantom Zero. Outship now into the corner, goes Phantom. Easy Money with a body tackle. Hoisting him up, holding him in the air, showing some power, drops him down. Easy Money knows with wins and titles comes a bigger paycheck. Phantom Zero with a counter shot to the midsection. Collar double tie-up. Looking for a vertical suplex. Oh! Dumps him face first down to the canvas. Does Phantom Zero. And as I said last week when we saw this guy inside the ring, 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry. Very interesting in-ring offense. Some stuff we have not seen before. Cross chop there to the throat by Phantom. Easy Money now on the defense. Arm wrench now by Phantom. We're using that top rope as momentum or a weapon. Ooh! And a clothesline of his own from Phantom Zero. And again, folks, welcome to XFW. Whether you are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on Bloodsword6.com. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Forearm shot across the face by Phantom Zero. Phantom now with a shot again in the turnbuckle. And now pumping to the crowd a little bit is Phantom Zero. And again, we do not know a lot about this individual. Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream. Both men now on top of the top rope here. Early on in the matchup, we're in our show, and Easy Money getting dumped on the back of his head. It was covered now by Phantom. Again, not hooking the leg. Form across the face. Easy Money easily able to kick out of that pinfall attempt. Phantom Zero shot to the midsection. Ooh! Knife edge chop. And Zero now again taunting Easy Money, who rolls outside the ring. Phantom no going up and over. Body splash plunge over the top rope, crashing down onto Easy Money. Maria going to start the count. Double hook down on the outside. Easy going to get... Boom! Toss him right into the ring post with that butterfly suplex. Brutal strike. Get Easy with a counter. Toss him back inside. Easy Money now with a gut shot. Easy Money go back on the offense. Waist lock. Grabbing on the trapezius. Trying to make the shoulders go numb. And trying to strangle the life of well out of Phantom Zero. Phantom collapsing. Easy Money doing some damage there. Stomping now on the knee. Money. Oh, breaking the back. I don't know how effective that was with the vest that Phantom Zero wears. Easy Money now leading him around the ring. The former multi-time champion in control. Hoisting him up, dumping him on the back of his skull. Easy now again on the shoulders. Where's Money going? Uh-oh. Easy Money going to the outside, going to take advantage of the very loose rules we have for disqualification here. And a table, or I'm sorry, a ladder in play, but here comes, oh! Phantom Zero with a bulldog on the ladder. We've got paraphernalia in the ring. This is our first match of the night. Arm shot now by Phantom. Arm drag again, Easy Money. Plastered on that ladder, now covered on the ladder, but a kick out. A very vibrant crowd here tonight in attendance. Phantom Zero now with that ladder. Easy Money brought it in, setting it up in the corner. Knife edge chop now by Phantom Zero. Easy Money's the one that brought this ladder into play. Phantom Zero now with the Irish whip, and Easy Money head first into the ladder. And again the knife edge chop. Zero now lining up the shot, drops the knee. Cover again, but once again no cover by Phantom Zero, showing no respect for Easy Money. Easy Money able to get the shoulder up very, very quickly. Nice drop kick now by Phantom Zero. Zero now going to the outside. Rushing up to that top rope. Phantom Zero now big time body splash. This time he hooks the leg. 2 and almost a 3. But Easy Money, dodges out of the way. Phantom crashing his elbow down to the canvas. A clothesline now from Easy Money. Easy Money with the big boot. Could be it for Phantom Zero. The big money boot, but a kick out. Looking for the scoop slam. Phantom Zero over the top. Phantom Zero now dumps him on the back of his head. Zero now. What the hell's he doing? Oh! Phantom Zero put powder in the face of Easy Money, but Easy Money rolls him up. Easy Money rolls him up. 1, 2, but a kick out. You can see the face of Easy Money. Ooh! The face of Easy Money powdered by Phantom Zero. Goes for that shot, misses. Easy Money now looking for the suplex. And how much damage? Shot to the back now. Knife edge chop. Spins into that ladder. Easy Money still a little groggy here. How much of that got into his eyes? How much is causing the pain for Easy Money? Phantom Zero now. Trying to get back to his... Easy Money's got him up on the shoulders. Taking him towards the rope, and a shot to the again to the head by Phantom Zero. I'll let him tie up. Fighting back and forth now are both these. Easy Money now in trouble. Zero shoots him in the turnbuckle. And the elbow square to the back. Phantom on that forearm. Shoots him into the ropes. Big back body drop. Old school wrestling style there from Phantom Zero. Wraps up the arms. Hoisting him up on the shoulder. We saw this last week. Spinning right around. And boom! Down goes Easy. Both legs hooked high. And that's it. Aided by a little bit of white powder earlier on in the matchup. Phantom Zero locks up a win again with some innovative offense. Scooping him up. That heavy rotation. The arm pinned behind the body of Easy Money. And Phantom Zero locks up his second win here in XFW. Easy Money put his damnedest foot forward. But the newcomer, here it is right here. Boom, that powder in the face of Easy Money. See the wild swings. He managed to get the roll up, but couldn't concentrate enough. And right here, spinning right around, up on the shoulder, and again the hammer lock. And boom, whirlwind down. And Phantom Zero chalks up a victory here tonight on XFW. More information is needed about the background of Phantom Zero here in XFW. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in here tonight on XFW. As always, we are grateful to have everyone tuning in. Again, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, or directly on Bloodsword6.com, thank you for tuning in to XFW. And yes, I am wearing a Maniacal Glee t-shirt. Yes, these things have been flying off the shelves, both at live shows and our website, Bloodsword6.com, where you can find XFW merchandise. You know, while we're talking about it, we might as well put it in the chats so you guys can check it out. Let's bring that up here. Again, folks, I don't understand all of the fascination with the Maniacal Glee. Glee will be in action here tonight on XFW, but for whatever reason, everywhere Glee shows up, he has become a phenomenon. Let's get this bink and put this out in all our chats. The Maniacal Glee, multiple shirts now available, including a brand new shirt that is just being released today. The XFW Glee tee, which will be the art used on the XFW board game once it's officially released. We're hoping for 2026. That is tentative. We'll find out later down the road if we get that up and running. It is one of our goals here in XFW, and that's where XFW started up. It was a very small local board game sold in northeastern Pennsylvania, and right now we are looking to bring that back onto the shelves at a game store near you, or at least once in the tri-state area once again. But XFW, if you're new to here, started off as a board game and developed into a live game stream. So more on that, but right now we're going to head on more one-on-one action here in XFW in XFW Danger Zone next. As we head down to ringside, let's continue our program here tonight. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way
Newcomer
from Omaha,
Jack Mako.
Nebraska, weighing in at 332 pounds,
Jack Marco, who has spent a number of years on the independent scene. A very well-founded wrestler. Has had a couple matches here in XFW. Moderate success so far. Not a small man by any means. However, his opponent tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is an XFW legend who's just returned recently here in 2025. Stonewall Hank Garrett. The man is a walking brick wall.
And his opponent from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 383 pounds, Hank Garrett!
Hank Garrett, damn near 400 pounds. When you hear someone say built like a brick shit house, pardon my French, this is one of the guys they're talking about. Garrett is an absolute monster in the ring. Definitely got to fix his entrance. He might be drunk today. There's the bell, and here we go. Big right hand already, but a dodge out of the way by Garrett. Not often. Matt Marco, who's a big man himself, just realized that he's punching the man known as Stonewall. And again, the shots. But Garrett fires back with a clothesline. Big right hand. Derek Smith asking if CC Garrett has not been uploaded yet, but will be uploaded shortly. Calvin D. Harmon, thank you for liking the stream. Big charging in is Stonewall Garrett. Garrett, one of the original competitors in the XFW board game, now back here on the XFW live streams. Calvin, thank you for sharing as well. Off the ropes is Garrett again. But a shot to the midsection. But again, Garrett shoving him off. Shoulder tackle. Marco running into a stone wall. Pun intended. Right hand now. Marco fires back with an overhand shot. Garrett fires back on his own. Back and forth. I don't know if this is wise. I see Marco, who can hold his own. But you're in there with a brute of a human being. And these guys are going to keep slugging it out till someone loses a tooth. Marco now firing back. Lands a second one. Here comes Garrett. But Marco again firing back. Oh, he's challenging Garrett now. Ooh, a shot. Oh, and Garrett absorbs it in a big right hand. Marco gave it his all and now getting choked out in the corner. Garrett now charging. Again, putting the boot to him. Derek Smith asking if Kale the Eternal ever showed up. That I don't know. Shoulder tackle again. Marco meeting nothing but an immovable object. And now up, suplex into a slam. Marco running to the outside now. And Marco pulling in a table. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do in the world. Garrett right there to meet him. Kick to the midsection. Garrett now hoisting him up. Oh, good Lord. The power bomb on the table that he just pulled in, and Garrett's getting all fired up here. Stonewall now hoisting him up. Looking for the belly to belly. But Marco able to match power there, and a big shot to the back of the head. And look at this. Marco going to show he's not much, and gets the man up damn near 380 pounds. And Marco just landed with a choke slam. Holy hell. As I said, I know Marco is a tough guy out in the Indies. Almost a 3 count. But Garrett gets the shoulder up. Oh, and a tie up. Irish over to the ropes. Ooh, knee shot there by Stonewall. Garrett with a kick to the midsection. He's going to look for a power bomb again. He's going to hoist him up, and a second time. Marco collides down, hard impact to the canvas. His head bouncing off the apron like a tennis ball. And now Stonewall setting up that table. What has he got in store for Jack Marco? Jack Marco's getting a spine buster. Through the table, Garrett just lit him up. The crowd now chanting, "This is awesome," as debris of table. And another shot. Garrett now lined up right to the side of the head. Just brutalizing. Jack Marco at this point. Oh! What a roundhouse kick by Garrett. And Garrett now looking possibly for the jackhammer. Up goes Marco. 300 plus pounds of stuff, and he comes right down. And Garrett just lit him up. And Garrett with the 3. Garrett showing who was the stronger big man tonight. Lashing out with the jackhammer. Right, this powerbomb. This was terrifying. The impact, boom. You see Marco hold on to the back of his head after he slammed down again on that table. And then later on, the spine buster through. And right here, Marco came close to getting a 3 count on the big man. And that alone is an impressive feat. But right here, this ended all the momentum Marco had going forth, allowing Garrett to set up for this, for right here, for the jackhammer suplex into the power slam. And it is good night, Mr. Marco. The former world champion, Garrett, with the victory tonight. Never seen Garrett with that much of a bald-shaved head before. He is looking shiny. Big Stonewall Hank Garrett back in XFW. An impressive win for him. And I don't want to take anything away from Jack Marco. The fact that he was able to get the choke slam on Garrett shows just how strong Marco is, and a pretty damn solid competitor here in XFW. And folks, if he can get that off, a choke slam on Garrett, what else can he pull out of his magic hat to pull off here in XFW? What has he got in his arsenal? That's a step in the right direction. Any relation to Damian Marco? I don't think so. But stranger things have happened here in XFW. You never ever really can tell. Right now we're heading ringside for women's action next here in XFW as Samantha Shields goes up against Tessa Van Hayes next on XFW Danger Zone. Samantha Shields making her way out.
Making her way to the ring from London, England, Samantha Shields.
Samantha Shields. Thank you, Kevin Dwayne Thomas II. Thank you for tuning in over on Facebook. Again, I want to thank everyone who's tuning in, whether you are on Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, or YouTube. Thank you for joining in. Or if you're on Bloodsoap6.com, where you can see some of our old streams, find our merchandise, and all of our social media. 1.1 thousand likes already on TikTok. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for the shares on the Facebook platform. Again, you guys can continue to support XFW however you see fit. Likes, shares, merchandise, donating stars. But here comes Tessa Van Hayes. Tessa Van Hayes had an impressive win streak here in XFW. This young lady's been doing very, very well for herself. Some very innovative offense inside the squared circle. Very much a punk rock look for her, or should I say death metal look. But Van Hayes has wowed the audience with her moves, with her appearance, with her in-ring abilities. These two have met each other in the past. Both share victories over one another. Ranking matchup for the XFW Women's Heavyweight Championship Division. And here we go. Kick to the midsection earned by Van Hayes, wrapping him up. Look at this, already in a pinfall position. Shields' shoulders are down, but a quick kick out. Both ladies getting back to their feet. Collar and elbow tie-up. Struggling for jockeying for position here. Shields overpowering Van Hayes. Puts her back to the turnbuckle. Oh! And a vicious right-hand head referee, Mike Couture, right there to see the action. And Shields blasted in the face. And now overhand chops repeated to the chest of Tessa. Shields came to play today. She is here to fight. And she is taking it to Tessa Van Hayes. Now a little bit of ground and pound. Right to the shots in the head. Ooh, stomping away. Van Hayes has had very little offense other than a pin attempt at the opening of the matchup. And right now just getting brutalized. Van Hayes shots away. And a clothesline. And Van Hayes now back on the offense. Van Hayes now twisting on the neck. Willie Lee joining us over on TikTok. Welcome. Thank you for joining the program. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Tessa off the ropes. Ooh, drops the leg. But when she's not done, turns it around and lands a second one. Impressive athleticism by Tessa Van Hayes. There's the first leg drop on our replay. And then again, you see the second one turning right around. And last thing, another one. Shields now back in control. Irish whip into the rope. Drop down now by Shields. And lands a beautiful shotgun drop kick. Both ladies back up, and here comes Van Hayes with a flying forearm. Big roundhouse shot, spins her right around. Elbow shot again to the back by Van Hayes. Pulls her up and brings her down. Old school style wrestling move there. Oh, Shield trying to get her way out. Van Hayes going to go to the top. That's a long way down to the outside arena floor. She lands the elbow. Holy hell. All the way down to the outside arena floor. With Shields in the counter, the Irish whip sends Van Hayes back inside. That's a long way to go for Shields, but here comes Tessa and takes her out. And a senton. Shields thought she had turned the tide there, but Van Hayes is on her game at this point. What is this? Scooping her up. Oh my God. Samantha just dumped down on the side of her head. That might be all she wrote. You see her holding on the back of her neck. Tessa going to go for the cover here. Her eyes are open. I don't think anyone's home. I can't believe she got the shoulder up. Both these ladies now getting back to square one. Calling up a tie-up. Samantha with an Irish whip. Hoists her up. Spinning around now. Big sidewalk slam. And now Tessa, the wind knocked out of her, rolling to the outside. Smartly avoiding a pin attempt. Shields going to go up and over. A little overzealous there, but caught her the back of the head. Tessa tried to stay on her feet, but collapsed down. Shields now, front face lock. Oh, wraps the waist around, front naked choke. But again, you can't get a submission on the outside. This is just to do damage. But Van Hayes now powering herself back to her feet. Oh, modified spine buster. Breaks the hold on the outside. Van Hayes down on the top rope. That is a long way to fly across the ring. Oh! Samantha very cordially rolls out of the way and a big right hand. Almost Samoa Joe-like to get out of the way of that leg drop. Elbow shot now from Van Hayes. Misses the second one. Both ladies are back inside. Right hand now. Snapmares are over. Look at her shot. Ooh! Van Hayes fires back at one of her own. Back and forth tonight here in the women's division. Van Hayes hoisting her up. Oh! Drives her down. Beautiful shot there. But a kick out. Close but no cigar. Tessa with that modified sidewalk slam drives Samantha Shields down to the canvas. She got in her eyes. Oop, drops her down on the mat. Up and down. Laying the ropes as extra leverage there is Van Hayes. Take her to the corner. Head first. Uh-oh. Bad move here for Samantha Shields. Van Hayes trying to set something up. Both women on the top rope, all the way up. But shots here by Shields, and shoves her down to the canvas. Shields with a nice counter at the last moment. Now back in control, and stomping away on Van Hayes. Oh, and challenging her back up. She might be trying to set something up here. Ooh, kick in the midsection, knife edge chop. Oh, but she gets caught. Shot on the arm, kick in the midsection. Van Hayes now hooking her up. Oh! What a DDT! And Van Hayes. Wow. A back and forth exchange at the end of that matchup. And Van Hayes comes out with the win. That drop kick there, folks, that was brutal. But Van Hayes tipped the high-risk, high-reward maneuvers like this one right here. Jarris Jackson saying Van Hayes should be on NXT. There's that big overhand chop. Right here, this was a brutal modified swinging sidewalk slam by Van Hayes. Almost got the 3 count right there. But Van Hayes stomping away here near the end of the climax of this matchup. But catching the knee. And then right here, look at this DDT hooking the leg. Boom! The extra torque on that. And Van Hayes wins up with the win.
Here's your winner, Van Hayes.
Van Hayes chalks up the victory here tonight in XFW Danger Zone. Trend Killer Syndicate, thank you for joining us here tonight. If you haven't given TKS a follow on Twitch, on Facebook, make sure you do that, and you will not be disappointed. One of our friends over at TKWA, Trend Killer Chris, gave him a like and a follow. Now, folks, I've been talking about wearing the Maniacal Glee t-shirt. You hear me talk a lot about the lunatic that is the Maniacal Glee. And a few weeks ago in Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania, we saw this knucklehead right here. Jarris Jackson, thank you for sharing. The Maniacal Glee, holding his best friend Bruce in his hand, has continued to take independent wrestling by storm. Everywhere this guy goes, people are flocking to him. People are screaming his name. People are excited to see the Maniacal Glee. Yes, I'm wearing the t-shirt. I am told to promote it. I am told to wear it. And folks, it's weird, even weirder than that, because there are crowds in the audience in live events drawing pictures of Bruce. This whole family drawing pictures of Bruce. It's a piñata. Although Glee insists that it is his best friend Bruce the Minotaur. And folks, I mean, even the young kids in audience are intrigued. They're emphatic about the Maniacal Glee and Bruce. This guy drawing a picture of Glee to his best of his ability, and Glee just eats this right up, folks. It's something, I don't get it. I don't get it. But up next, folks, the Maniacal Glee in action, going up against the Prince, Christopherson Pierce, next on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside. And there is the music for the lunatic now. The Maniacal Glee. And here come the audience chanting for Bruce already. Jarendum89 over on Twitch, thank you for that compliment. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for joining us. XFW is a digital wrestling promotion booked and run as a real wrestling promotion. Character and storyline driven. I don't get why people love Bruce the Minotaur. I don't get why they love the Maniacal Glee. This guy has stolen my lunch more times than I care to count. Yes, Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. Even in our chat, people are chanting Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. And again, folks, thank you for joining us, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. Thank you for joining us here tonight.
From London, England, weighing in at 245 pounds.
God, this guy gets more audacious every time he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Christopherson Pierce, the man that claims to be the 26th in line for the throne of England, which no one can verify. No one can prove that Chris Pierce is actually in line or heritage of any form in Great Britain. But he constantly reminds us that there's only 26 people ahead of him. Former XFW United States champion, Christopherson Pierce. Up against the lunatic that is the Maniacal Glee. There's the bell, and here we go. We are off. Glee with a roll-up. Glee with a roll-up. Glee already. Ooh, and a quick kick out. Derek Smith saying, ooh! Derek Smith saying, would he be 25th now? You would think so, but he still insists he's 26th. I don't think he really pays attention to who actually is on the throne of England. He just likes to tout this spectacular. I don't know what. I guess to him it's a quality of life thing. I'm not sure. Glee now shoving him back to the canvas. Well, Glee again with the roll up and too close to the ropes. With Pierce saying the 26th in line, I guess some odd flex that he likes. Shoulder tackle, both men staying on their feet. Hard elbow tied now, both guys jockeying for position. Glee with a side headlock. Ooh, Glee with an elbow shot right to the noggin. Pierce now with a waist lock. Both these guys now again struggling. Christopherson and Pierce will have far more in-ring ability and former tactics and formal training, but Glee is just unpredictable. Jerry is saying Prince could be a crown of mayor of London. I don't know what he thinks he is. I do know what he is. He's a pompous ass at times. But again, ooh! Chin breaker by Glee. These guys back and forth, back and forth. Pierce now pushing him back to the ropes. Mike Turner here going to try to break things up. Clean breaks. Oh! So much for a clean break, I thought. Pierce with a quick jab. And now Pierce with a small package. Glee's shoulders are down, but a kick out. Out of the way, here comes Glee with a shoulder tackle. Glee now stomping away on Pierce. Glee off the ropes, catching, jumping neck break. Ooh, and an elbow drop now by the Maniacal One. And Glee now with a laughing fit. And again, he's too busy laughing, allows Pierce to roll underneath the ropes. And whatever that is, as Glee again starts acting like Glee. Back and forth, here we go. Shot after shot after shot. And another one. Glee lands a third. Pierce now rolling underneath the ropes. People again now chanting for Bruce. Pierce now taking his time. Uh-oh, Pierce is trying to leave. Glee's not having any of it. Glee outside now. Going back after Pierce. Blasting his head off the apron. Pierce tried to leave. Glee not having any of it. And now stomping away. Glee, whatever that is, again screwing around. Off the ropes. Pierce with a drop down. Glee with a shot to the face. And another one. And a third one. Glee now's got him up for the... Oh, goes for the Glee Thunderbomb. But Pierce with a nice counter into a crossbody. Here comes Pierce now charging in. Glee gets a boot up. And a shoulder tackle again. But Pierce again trying to get underneath the ropes there. What in the hell is wrong with this guy? Ooh, shoulder tackle now by the Maniacal Glee. On the outside of the ropes. Oh, no! Glee again with a senton. Looked like he hurt his own back. That evil grin just staring at you. Both men now back to their feet. Pierce gets caught with a hip toss. Glee. Is Glee doing Kung Fu? Is that what that is? Glee doing Kung Fu? Rebound, Irish whip, charging in, lands the clothesline. Glee now off the ropes. And again the elbow shot. Glee now. Dodging his head, yes. Glee with the headlock, could be looking for the Glee DT. Good Lord, he hammered him into the canvas. Glee busted him open with that one and gets the 3 count. Christopherson, Pierce is bleeding like a stuck pig. Tried to leave the match early. Glee shut him down. And Glee right here, grabbing on. And boom! Yes, it's a headlock driver, but don't tell that to Glee. He named that the Glee DT. And gets a 3 count tonight over Christopherson. Pierce, this guy is just something wrong with him. Yes, Bruce. Every time I see him, he's getting a little bit chunkier in the middle. I see him in the back all the time with donuts. Muffin top Glee. I don't understand the fascination with the maniacal one. But then again, folks, this is professional wrestling where I have seen some very, very, very weird things. Marshall Foskett, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. I have been involved in the professional wrestling industry myself for 30 years. I have seen all kinds of weird and strange things, but Glee may take the cake. He may be the oddest duck I have ever seen. And even odder than that is the fact that people absolutely love him no matter where he goes, and I don't understand the fascination. I do not get it. I just don't. But again, folks, things in professional wrestling never really seem at times to make sense. Again, folks, thank you for joining in here tonight. Whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Thank you for the likes and the shares. And again, you can continue to support XFW in a number of ways. Again, by likes and shares, sharing our videos, getting that out there. Again, you can pick up merchandise at bloodsword6.com. You can also on Facebook donate stars. You can chip in over on Twitch. Or you can send, if you're on any of our programs, you can donate directly to our Streamlabs account. Last donation here by Listener Marie Burdick. The last cheers we got from our friends over at TKS, Training Killer Syndicate. Some new fans here. Michael Reinhardt over on YouTube. And Butch Webster on Facebook. Thank you guys all for your continued support. We're waiting to start filling up this here top with our top weekly stars donations. Folks, again, thank you for your continued support of XFW. And again, we are working, once again, bringing the XFW board game back to life. You guys have seen some of the artwork we've been working on our Facebook page. We're hoping to have that out sometime next year, as long as no delays happen. It's a long development for our game. We're really trying to make it a true wrestling experience for our fans. And yes, all the XFW stars will be back in the game. But right now, head back down the ringside. Tag team action coming your way next as the Madness go up against the Thunderbolts next on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside. And here come two of the Thunderbolts.
The following contest,
Liger and Saturn making their way out.
on the way to the ring at a combined weight.
Thank you for the likes over on TikTok. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Thunderbolt Liger diving into the ring. And Saturn right behind him. And once again, thank you, folks, for however you choose to support XFW. Folks over on TikTok can also send gifts if they choose. Folks on not on YouTube. Folks on Facebook can send stars. Anyone can pick up XFW merchandise at bloodsword6.com. And here comes the eerie, creepy music of the Madness.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 454 pounds. Champ
Chisel and Jester. The Madness. These two came to XFW following the current reigning XFW Tag Team Champions, American Pain, and they've been feuding on and off again. But these two are definitely more of the odd ducks here in XFW. These guys are straight out of a clown horror film. Both these guys well accomplished inside the ring, like to use mind games to get under the skin of their opponents. I don't know how well that'll work with the Thunderbolts, who themselves in their history here in XFW have been covered in controversy. A lot of folks assuming that the in-ring gear that they wear is somehow modifying their physical abilities. Whoa, whoa, Liger. Oh, I'm sorry, Saturn already with a sunset flip on Jester. As the Thunderbolts themselves have been subjects to test subjects by the Dr. Yamamoto, the original owner and operator of Yamamoto Industries, who gives XFW its Yamamoto Bluetooth device, the device which all of our wrestlers are fitted with, that gives the heads-up display on our screen. Jester now going high, Liger, but Saturn dodging out of the way. The heads-up display on the screen giving you all the trauma levels, heartbeats, and heart rates of our wrestlers. The Thunderbolts were the very first recipients of that device in Yamamoto Industries. They actually won their freedom here in XFW as they were signed with contracts in Yamamoto Industries to continue to be test subjects for his sports endeavors. Ooh, knee strike now by Liger. Ooh, brutal face kick. We even saw at one point a second Thunderbolt Saturn, or Thunderbolt Liger, that we thought had turned on his team. Turned out Dr. Yamamoto had, I don't want to use the word cloned, but a very much look-alike of Saturn. The two pitted off. We have not seen Dr. Yamamoto since. Back into the corner we go. Tag in comes Liger again. Double team maneuver, wide open shot on Jester by Saturn. Not here tonight is Thunderbolt Alpha, the leader of the Thunderbolts. So right now, Liger and Saturn are dominating Jester. Saturn off the rope. Beautiful spinning heel kick to the face of Jester. But Jester fires right back now with a big boot to the face and the cover with a kick out. That is now taking back control. Ooh. Jester with a hellacious German suplex on Saturn. That'll put your lights out. And in comes the bigger of the two, Chisel. Shoots him into the ropes. Drop down now by Chisel. Oh, flying elbow right to the face of Thunderbolt Liger. Or Saturn, I'm sorry. Liger looking to get tagged in here. Saturn trying to make his way over. Chisel getting in front of him. Rolls him over. Ooh, and again pinching on the trapezius. Trying to numb the arms and shoulders of Thunderbolt Saturn. Saturn sweeps out the leg. Stomping on him. Drops the hammer right across the forehead to Chisel. Archer Sport 317, welcome over on TikTok. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, roundhouse kick. Big clothesline now by Saturn. Tag, in comes Liger. Liger looking for the springboard, lands the moonsault, and a cover, and a kick out. Again, thank everyone for joining us here tonight, whether you are on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. Thank you for joining us. Or if you're directly on Bloodsword6.com, where I've mentioned you can find XFW merchandise, like the Maniacal Glee t-shirt I am wearing tonight. Saturn right now. Black. Ooh! What a shot there. Oh! And that whirlwind kick by Liger may have put the lights out, and here comes Jester to make the save. Uh-oh, Liger did not like that. First chinlock. Drops the DDT on Jester and drops the leg. And Liger, oh, beautiful drop kick now on Chisel. Jester now rolling to the outside after being dumped on by Liger. Tag in comes Saturn. again, that wide open shot to the ribs. The Thunderbolts looking strong tonight. Reverse DDT. Oh, Jester gets on the apron and taken right back off by Saturn. Up. Oh my God. Defying gravity is Saturn. 2. And a kick out by Chisel. And a damn close one at that. Wow. It does not get much closer. 2.95 on Chisel. Schoolboy roll up and lands a super kick. Uh-oh. Oh, Liger coming in and dumping down. The Madness getting a taste of their own medicine tonight as the Thunderbolts are not screwing around. After Jester came in and dropped the hammer after a kick by Liger, they're employing some tactics we've seen the Madness use time and time again. Hammers him into the turnbuckle. Tag again, in comes Liger. Double Irish whip. Oh, pulls him in and Thunderstrike. Lands by Liger and Saturn and a cover again. And the Thunderbolts with the win. An impressive back and forth matchup, but Liger and Saturn hitting Thunderstrike with the victory tonight over the Madness. And the tag team competition continues to heat up here in XFW. Liger and Saturn. Just that death-defying gravity right there by Saturn. Forward flip into a Hurricane Rana. And again, that was so close. Maria's hand coming mere centimeters down from the canvas. But after the Thunderstrike hits, the 3 count for the Thunderbolts.
Here are your winners. Thunderbolts Liger and Thunderbolts Saturn.
Saturn and Liger with the win tonight here on XFW Danger Zone. Again, folks, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Thank you for the shares, the likes, and more. I do want to thank the folks that continuously buy some of our t-shirts. As we said, this Maniacal Glee shirt, boom, has been selling rapidly at all our live shows and continue to sell even on our websites. Again, thank you, folks, for your continued support of XFW. If you guys weren't continuing to support us, we wouldn't be here. But again, you can support us in a number of ways. On Facebook, you could donate stars or pick up our merchandise. Over on Twitch, you can send cheers our way. You can send gifts over on TikTok. You can donate directly to our Streamlabs account. Or again, folks, we really support or appreciate the folks that share out our videos and continue to bring new fans into XFW. We appreciate all the support and love we get from our fans. And again, we're talking a lot about our board game that we are working on to redevelop from scratch. The XFW board game that started the whole thing here for us at XFW. Trying to find the music for, there we go. Is what developed this. Myself and two of my friends put together a board game many years ago before we knew what we were doing. It sold moderately but spanned into the digital promotional you are now watching. And now we're looking to bring that board game back into the industry, knowing a little bit more about promotion and sales. So hopefully we'll have that again. Our target date is 2026. So hopefully we'll have that here sold on our websites. But right now, down to one-on-one action as Hiro Katsuyori goes up against Alexander Wagner next on XFW Danger Zone. Let's head down to ringside. And here comes Hiro Katsuyori, the man who should have been the XFW World Heavyweight Champion.
Weighing in at 228 pounds, Hiro
Katsuyori, who got mugged by the industry, or not by the industry, but the Cosa Nostra. The boss, Antonio Carino, using his hoodlums, his cohorts, to beat the crap out of poor Katsuyori during their World Heavyweight Championship match 2 weeks ago. Katsuyori deserved to wear that title, and the opportunity was ripped away from him by the numbers game of the Cosa Nostra. The current reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Antonio Carino, the boss, using every dirty trick in the book to get his way. I wish I could change that stinger. His opponent tonight, Alexander Wagner. The powerhouse from Germany. This young man's been making waves in XFW. Definitely stuck in the 80s with that hairstyle. Wagner will have an uphill battle tonight as he goes up against Hiro Katsuyori. Hiro still desiring to be World Heavyweight Champion. One of the most fighting United States champions we've had, second only to Shawn Owens. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And Katsuyori coming out of the gate with a wild swing and a forearm, leveling down Alexander Wagner. Katsuyori, a massive suplex machine, knows every suplex known to man. And has actually invented a few of his own. Between that and his wildly powerful clotheslines and lariats, Hiro Katsuyori is a dominant force in XFW. I have not seen the force of a lariat since the days of Stan Henson. Ooh! But there's some of the power I talked about with Alexander Wagner, who's wasting too much time on his own biceps and gets caught by Wagner, or by Hiro. Calling him a tie-up. Hiro shoving him down, saying he's no fool to power himself. Calling him a tie-up. Katsuyori's picking him up into a backbreaker. Covered now by Katsuyori. Quick kick out by the powerhouse Alexander Wagner. Again, calling him a tie-up. Wagner, I'd have to give a little bit of a strength advantage here on. The Katsuyori is a well-oiled machine inside the ring. Mike Couture going to break these two guys up. Wagner with a right hand. Ooh, and a flying clothesline. Knife edge chop. Roundhouse shot there. Hiro with a counter. Into a cover. Wagner gets a shoulder. What is this? Oh no. No. The boss. The World Heavyweight Champion. The World Heavyweight Champion coming down to ringside. Oh! Oh my God. Hiro Katsuyori being leveled out by the World Heavyweight Champion. Got him over the shoulder. Oh! Drives him down. Wagner now with a cover. Not like this. Not like this. And a kick out. Katsuyori's busted open. The World Heavyweight Champion going back up the ramp. The damage is done. Shoulder tackle now by Wagner. Katsuyori bleeding from the eyes. The World Heavyweight Champion coming out here just to cause problems to Hiro Katsuyori. And now Wagner going to take advantage here. Head up on the shoulders. Oh! Waterfall slammed down in the canvas. And now into a bow and arrow. Katsuyori now being picked apart by Wagner. Hurricane Rana. Wagner now gonna hoist him up. Oh! 2. And Wagner with the win. Wagner with the pin over Hiro Katsuyori with a lot of help from Antonio Carino, as you see right there. The Boss coming in and dumping him on the back of his skull, taking the fight right out of Katsuyori. And once again, the numbers game. Delilah Watts, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Hiro Katsuyori has been on the receiving end of punishment, absurdity by the Cosa Nostra week in and week out. And we see it again tonight, the travesty that was bestowed upon him by the Boss, Antonio Carino. Wagner did not earn that win, but he's going to celebrate it like he did. The Boss, Antonio Carino, again interjecting himself at the expense of Hiro Katsuyori. Folks, this has been going on for months. Ever since Hiro Katsuyori won the number one contendership spot and was going to challenge the World Heavyweight Champion, currently held by the Boss, Antonio Carino, it has been an all-out assault by the Cosa Nostra, all four members, onto Hiro Katsuyori. And that came to a culmination just 2 weeks ago when Katsuyori got his opportunity to challenge the World Heavyweight title. And we saw all four members of the Cosa Nostra beat him down. Now, XFW does have very loose rules when it comes to disqualifications. A lot of stuff is legal. Chair shots just as legal as a headlock. But there's got to be something done. Antonio Carino cannot continue to hold the title because he's got three goons on the outside beating down everyone that challenges him. At some point, someone's got to even out the odds here in XFW and tip the scales away from the Cosa Nostra. And now while I'm talking about titles, folks, up next is another exhibition match between Tiger Ramirez and Yori Cho. Now, Yori Cho came on the scene several months ago, was just happened to be in the area with XFW. Tiger Ramirez, knowing him from his travels in Japan, said, come on in, let's have an exhibition match. That match went in favor of Tiger Ramirez. But the XFW brass, the XFW audience, and the locker room was all so impressed with Yori Cho, they offered him a spot. Yori Cho signed a contract with XFW right away and has wowed the audiences each time he's in the ring. So much so that he is one of the quickest men in XFW history to capture a title, now holding the XFW Internet Championship. Now, last week we saw these two guys go at it again, and Yori Cho got a victory over Tiger Ramirez, the United States champion. These two have been a very healthy competition going back and forth here with a lot of respect between the two, and they meet again tonight just for bragging rights. Let's head down to ringside. Yori Cho, Tiger Katsuyori 3, next on XFW Danger Zone. I've been waiting for this one, ladies and gentlemen, all night long. Every time Yori Cho has been inside the ring, he has stolen the show.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 223 pounds, the Extreme Internet Champion, Yori Cho.
Now this is a non-title matchup, although it is champion versus champion. We had this 2 weeks ago, which saw Yori Cho get the victory. Him and Tiger both have victories over one another at this point. This will be the rubber match, so to speak. The third time these two guys will meet inside an XFW ring. However, I have heard they have fought each other over in Japan when Tiger Ramirez was doing his tour with AAA Japan. And the last time these two guys went at it was an absolute wrestling spectacle. Yori Cho hitting his tombstone piledriver 2 times to keep Tiger Ramirez down. Was able to counter the Tiger's Tail Enziguri every time Ramirez tried to impale it or imply it, which kept Yori Cho going. And here comes the XFW United States Champion, Tiger Ramirez.
At 241 pounds, the Extreme United States Champion, Tiger Ramirez.
Tiger Ramirez, a true fighting champion here in XFW, has gone on record saying he has nothing but respect for Yuri Cho, his career and his ambitions. I mean, hell, Tiger Ramirez is the whole reason we have Yuri Cho in XFW. And here we go. Right hand countered by Cho. Hard elbow tie. Both men now fighting up. Waist lock now by Tiger Ramirez. Tiger with a wrist lock. School back into a roll up here. Yuri's shoulders are down with a kick out. Yuri Cho quickly into a pinning combination. Tiger, look at this. Tiger back up. Rolls through. Backslide. Yuri Cho shoulders are down. And a kick out. Both men back to their feet. Yuri Cho with a knife edge chop. Tiger counter. Roundhouse kicks to the thigh. Two more by Tiger. And now the other side. Tiger now lighting him up the knees. Super kick to the midsection. Tiger off the ropes. Lands a clothesline. Quick cover now by Tiger Ramirez. No hook of the leg though. Mistake by Tiger. Too much adrenaline rushing. Not paying attention. Both these guys, as I said, outstanding in-ring athletes. Countered by Yuri Cho. Unleashing a flurry of shots now. Overhand chop. Sends Tiger down. Cho out to the outside. Cho a little up and over. Lands a senton. Covered now by Cho. Tiger gets the shoulder up. Both guys way too much left in the tank right now to be pinned. Again, back to the lockup. Both guys now jockeying for position. Tiger pushing Cho back to the ropes. Maria there to break it up. Clean break by both these guys. Cho charging in. Headlock by both men. Tiger again with the roundhouse kicks. Tiger now into a wheelbarrow. Into an arm drag. Beautiful takedown. Cho slamming the canvas out of frustration. Tiger goes for a drop kick. That's caught. Cho stops in the midsection. The back and forth between these two, ladies and gentlemen, is legendary. Both men back to their feet. Again, the struggle in the lockup. Tiger shoves him down to the mat. Tiger charging in. Wheelbarrow again. Catch him with the arm drag. Cho again. God, these guys are so good. Tiger now kick to the midsection. Ramirez off the ropes. Oh! That was innovative. Tiger with a low angle neck breaker on Yuri Cho. That was impressive. Tiger hoisting him up. Cho open over. Cho! Reverse DDT. Cho now. Sling blade. Drives down Ramirez in the canvas. That could be all she wrote. Kick out by Tiger. Tiger up and over. Stops at the back of the knee. Kick to the midsection. Ramirez now. Ooh, snapping the neck again. Ramirez going to the high rent district. Way up top is Tiger. Comes out with a body smash. Cover again. Legs are hooked on Cho. Two. And a kick out by Yuri. Ooh. Stomp right to the midsection, right to the abdomen, forcing all the air to come out of the lungs. Tiger now hoisting him up. Belly to back suplex. Both these guys put on a spectacle every time they're in the ring. Ramirez now setting up. Cho against the ropes. Irish whip. Clothesline now by Tiger. The back and forth between these two has been epic. Week in and week out. Tiger now. What is this? Tiger up. Oh my dear Lord! Tiger Ramirez off the ropes into the DDT. How the hell Yuri Cho got his shoulder up is beyond me. Tiger now with Cho, puts him in the corner. Cho being set up on the top rope. Oh, shot to the back, but Cho fires back with an elbow. Yuri Cho now catching him in the shoulder. And another clothesline. And now a sling blade by Cho. Cover now on Ramirez. 2 count, but Cho can't get a 3. And again, this is similar to what we saw last time between these two. A lot of pin attempts. A lot of wild swing again. Here comes Tiger fighting back. Fire. Whoa, Hurricanrana. Tiger now rolls through, looking for the Tiger suplex, and catches Cho. Shoulders are down. Bridging pin of 2. And again, Cho gets the shoulder up. Ramirez now charging in. Cho gets out of the way. Knee to the turnbuckle. Cho now with his own German suplex. No bridge, all impact. Cho now rubbing his face across the canvas and drops the elbow. Both these guys are absolute amazing inside the ring, and this is the match we get each and every time. So close, so many attempts. Both of these guys bring themselves to their limits. This is true competition here in XFW, and this is spectacular. Cho telling Tiger to get back to his feet. Knife edge chop counter. Ramirez snaps him over. Tiger Ramirez! Tiger Ramirez! Tiger's tail in Saguri! Tiger's tail in Saguri! Holy hell! And Cho again! Cho gets the shoulder up. I can count on one hand how many times someone has kicked out of the Tiger's tail in Saguri. Roundhouse kicked out of the midsection. Ramirez setting him on the top. Where the hell is he going? Way up on top is Ramirez. Tiger. Oh my God. A cover again on Cho. And a kick out again. Watch this impact, ladies and gentlemen. This Hurricanrana from the top. An unbelievable spectacle again tonight between Tiger Ramirez and Yori Cho. Off the ropes goes Cho, dropped down now by Tiger. Into a leapfrog. Tiger now up, tilt the whirl, and get into a DDT. Tiger Ramirez with a quick pin attempt. Cover here. And again Cho. Maria, Tiger pleading with Maria to get a 3 count. Cho rolls to the outside. Derek Smith saying these guys always bring it is an absolute statement, an understatement, as these two continue to be outstanding in the ring. And look at this, cross armbar now on Tiger Ramirez by Cho. Probably an attempt to catch his own breath and do some damage, but Tiger rolls through, drops a knee to the head. Again, back and forth, here we go. Up, oh, looking for the tombstone, but a counter. Shot to the back down by Tiger Ramirez. Tiger stops him over. Tiger looking for the second time, and hits it again. Tiger's tail in Saguri for a second time. Cho is going for the tombstone. And Tiger Ramirez. Good Lord. Tiger Ramirez countering the tombstone and landing the Tiger's tail in Saguri, but it took 2 to keep Yori Cho down. Unbelievable. These two belong on pedestals. These guys are outstanding. The limit these two take them to each and every time is unreal. Cho is truly a tactician in the ring, and Tiger Ramirez a pure athlete. And both these guys, good Lord. Here's the Tiger suplex from Ramirez. And right there, Cho going for the tombstone, getting him on the shoulder, but Tiger able to counter, and right here, second time, Tiger's tail in Saguri puts the lights out tonight for Yori Cho in a spectacular back and forth matchup.
Here is your winner, Tiger Ramirez.
What a display of professional wrestling from Tiger Ramirez and Yori Cho. Wow. An outstanding display of athleticism from both those gentlemen. Pardon me while I clear my throat, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an absolute display from both of those guys. And again, this is the third time they've been in the ring. And again, Tiger Ramirez brought Yuri Cho here just as for a one-night match, ideally is what it started off as. And Tiger brought him in for an exhibition match. They had a phenomenal back-and-forth match. And Tiger Ramirez won. They shook hands afterwards. The audience was impressed. The roster was impressed. The XFW executives were impressed and offered Cho a contract the next day. And Cho said, absolutely. He was blown away by the respect that Tiger Ramirez and the rest of the locker room gave him. Went on already, as I said, to capture the XFW Internet Championship in less than 90 days. Faster than the previous man, who at one time was Jesus Silva, who captured it in his first 4 months of XFW. That record has now been broken by Yuri Cho. And now tonight, these two going at it again purely out of the respect of each other and the mutual camaraderie that they have, and just the challenge, the sportsmanship that they both have is unimaginable, and I'm blown away every time those guys are in the ring, and that wasn't even our main event, folks. Unreal. Our main event, though, is next here in XFW. The XFW Tag Team Champions, American Pain, who have been dominating the scene here in our tag team world for a long time. They have held on to the championships. They defended them now 11 times. And tonight we'll defend the titles again, this time up against Triple S LLC. Earl Sweeney, welcome. You're just in here in time for the main event. The tag team titles up for grabs. And the weasel, the snake, Sweet Sedan Stan, has somehow again done the impossible and gotten his men a championship opportunity. We've seen Sweet Sedan Stan do this for Seth Walker on a number of occasions. Now, don't get me wrong. Triple S LLC, between Walker and Lincoln Marsh, have dominated a lot of other tag team competitors, but they weren't yet up to number one contendership status. But somehow, Sweet Sedan Stan has weaseled their way in, and tonight they will challenge the American Pain for the XFW Tag Team Championships. Let's head down to ringside. Your main event starts right now. The tag team titles are on the line. Let's head down to ringside. This is the main event for Danger Zone. Earl Sweeney, thank you for lights. Let's head down for the action. And here comes Triple S LLC. And of course, Sweet Sedan Stan, the used car salesman from Jersey, walking out. Former 5-time World Heavyweight Champion Seth Walker and his brute partner Lincoln Marsh. Lincoln Marsh, who got into professional wrestling just so he could beat up people and not get arrested. Seth Walker, former World Heavyweight Champion 5 times, loves to put people on the injured reserve list. But tonight they will battle. A tag team that has dominated the tag team division and held on to those titles for just over a year. Ladies and gentlemen, American Pain. 11 title defenses. Walking away with those titles away from the House of Spades in May of 2024. And now walking out again tonight. And as the armband says, Triple S LLC is about to FAFO. The cousins, Lou and Dex, who've been a dominant scene here in XFW. These two teams have met on a number of occasions before, and American Pain has come close to losing but always finds a way. And last time they did this, they beat the snot out of out of Sweet Sedan Stan, and it was quite enjoyable.
Is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the Extreme World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 259 pounds, Tag Walker and Lincoln Marsh.
Marsh and Walker, two massive titans inside the ring.
At a combined weight of 513 pounds,
Lex and Dex and Lou Dillon, the XFW World Tag Team Champions, American Pain. Seth Walker going to start this match off here with Dex. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dex coming out of the gate, fighting, a hip toss by Lincoln Mark, or by Seth Walker. Caught him with tie-up. Walker with a kick to the midsection, hammer shot across the back. Oh! It takes a shot at Lou, and Dex fires him up, makes him pay for it. Getting stomped away now is Seth Walker, former 5-time World Heavyweight Champion. Sweet Sedan Stan at ringside. Blocked down by Walker. Caught him with tie-up. Gut wrench, hoist him up, dumps him over. Close to the jackknife powerbomb that Walker likes to use, but here comes Lincoln Marsh. Marsh now gets kicked off by Dex. American Pain knows exactly what they're dealing with tonight. Caught him with tie-up. Dex now going to take him up an oversnap suplex, beautifully executed. American Pain is no stranger to the tactics used by Triple S LLC. And again, that bald son of a bitch on the outside, Sweet Sedan Stan. I was stripped down by Marsh, lands a big boot, levels down. Dex, we got a cover here, not even a 1 count. Shot across the back now. Lincoln Marsh, sidewalk position, drops him down. That'll take all the air out of your lungs. Triple S LLC now in control of this matchup. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here tonight, whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. This is our main event here in XFW Danger Zone. The XFW Tag Team Championships are up for grabs. The champions, American Pain, defending against Triple S LLC, Seth Walker, and Lincoln Marsh. And right now, Seth Walker in the ring, former World Heavyweight Champion. But a right hand now by Dex. Dex making a comeback. Knife edge chop. Belly-to-belly suplex by one half of the tag champs. We got a cover here. 1 count. Walker gets the shoulder up. Dex again with a combination. Levels down Walker, force him against the ropes. Sweet Sedan Stan, better get his ass off that turnbuckle. Dex right now. Beautiful. Swinging neckbreaker by Dex, but a kick out. Top left corner is your replay. As you see, Dex dominating Seth Walker. And again, this suplex into this neckbreaker. Boom. Right now, Dex really needs to make a tag to Lou. Powership counter now by Dex. Blast him into home territory. Oh, wisely. Oh, no, he didn't. Thought he was going for a tag, but instead went for the assault. Didn't want to pass up the opportunity. Catching Triple S LLC by surprise. Walking out of home territory for American Pain. There's the tag. And in comes a fresh Lou Dillon. Double team maneuver coming up. 3D by American Pain. And Walker is in trouble. We got a cover here. Mike can turn a little bit out of position. 1, 2. And a kick out. Wrenching down on the legs of Walker. Lincoln Marsh with a shot to the back. Lincoln Marsh interjecting himself. But Lou able to keep possession. Going up to the top rope here, coming up. Oh! Walker almost made it to the turnbuckle for the tag, but got stopped. Oh, Terry again for American Pain. Tag, in comes Dex. Walker down the receiving end of a lot of damage across the arm. Oh! Missing the drop kick. Marsh on the outside. Walker able to capitalize now. Walker going to hoist him up. We've seen this in the past. Going to dump him in the back of his head. Yes! And here comes Lincoln Marsh. Fresh for Triple S LLC in this World Tag Team Championship match. Our main event tonight on the Danger Zone. And Marsh just busted open Dex Dillon and a knee across the head to focus on that bloody spot. And here we go again. Marsh full head of steam and a shoulder tackle. Try to get to his partner. Marsh, oh! Stomping on that already busted head of Dex Dillon. And again, going after that wounded spot. Dex now in trouble here. Needs to make the tag to Lou Dillon. Marsh going to toss him up and over. Oh, well, look at this. Here we go already. Turning the tables here. Blasting away on Dex. And Walker going after him on the outside. Come on! And dumps him down. Mike Atura. Counter on the outside. But here comes Marsh, the numbers games. Triple S LLC taking advantage here. Up to a 4 count. These guys need to get back inside. Lincoln Marsh now throwing Dex Dillon back inside. Dex dodging out of the way. Hard elbow tie-up. Oh, ship into the row. Ooh, throws him right into the referee. Off the row, springboard elbow. Lincoln Marsh now down and out. Big right hand. The clubbing shot. Hoisting him up. Backbreaker now by one half of the tag champs. Getting all fired up now is Dex Dillon stomping away on Lincoln Marsh. Maurice Boyd, thank you for liking the stream. Knee strike down to the side of the head. Welcome. This is our main event tonight here at XFW. Shot to the back. Kick to the midsection. Could be looking up and down. But here comes Walker. Walker coming in. Come on. That could have been a 3 count. Lincoln Marsh is out. And Walker coming in. But a counter up on the top rope. Lincoln Marsh trying to get back to his feet. Hard elbow tie-up. Marsh up and over into a waist lock. Hoisting him up on the shoulders. Oh, backbreaker. And again, taking Lou off the apron, but Seth Walker is also down. Schoolboy roll up, his shoulders are down. 2! Almost a 3 count. Almost a 3 count. The champion's looking to retain. Elbow shot there by Lincoln Marsh. Marsh with a neck breaker. This capacity crowd booing as Triple S LLC. Oh! What a suplex. And Lincoln Marsh now posing. And Neil wasting way too much time. Dex Dillon now in a world of hurt. Definitely needs to make a tag to Lou. Into the corner. Tag, in comes Seth Walker. Double team maneuver coming up. Off the ropes. Big back body drop. Walker now wraps up the arms. Big shot there by Dex. Dex fires it back into home territory. Needs to make that tag. There it is. In comes a fresh Lou. What is this? Oh my God. They're not done. Beautiful maneuver there. The package pile driver followed through in an unbelievable fashion. We got a cover here, but only a 2 count. Walker absorbed a lot of damage coming in quickly in this matchup. And American Pain is good at dishing out just that. Pain. Off the ropes they goes. Old school double back body drop, shades of Triple S LLC. Walker, look at this. Look at this. Stretching him out. Walker in a world of trouble here. Here comes Lincoln Marsh to break the hold. Oh, and Marsh doubles down on it. What the hell is he doing? Lincoln Marsh stomps the hole in him. Marsh has used that match to put out a number of people and just stomped him down. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Walker now going to the outside. Oh no. Seth Walker with a steel chair. Walker with a chair brings it down across the head. What the hell, the referee? He's had enough. The referee's had enough. The referee's throwing it out. The referee's throwing it out. Folks, we don't often get disqualifications, but Mike Atura obviously had enough of Triple S LLC. Folks, we're going to find out exactly what happened. Our main event ended on the outside with a chair shot, which normally at XFW is legal as a headlock, but something got under the skin of Mike Atura, and we see a rare disqualification. We'll have to find out, get in the mind, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the likes and shares. The folks, the new fans over on TikTok and YouTube, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have more information on this tomorrow night. We'll get some details. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on XFW. Holy crap! We'll see you next time. Wow, we'll be back tomorrow. Saturday night's Showdown. Wow. Wow.